Yes. So, hello and good night. Yeah, it is night. So good night. As promised, if you follow the Instagram page, you would know that I decided, let's do a short question and answer video. So just in case you know that you have some people that might have questions and so on and don't want to know what's going on. They want a little answer, and I have no problem doing that. Short question and answer video. It's a little different to what we normally do on so on. I'm Ray and you're watching Culture. So starting from the first one, the fastest vehicle I ever drove in, drove/ride. The fastest vehicle I ever drove. Why? Want to believe the fastest vehicle I ever drove would have been the Scat Pack. I remember, we drove the Scat Pack. We did a video on that, the Dodge Hellcat RT Scat Pack. Yeah, we did. We drove that. That would have been the fastest vehicle I think I drove. But in terms of project, many years ago, one of the fastest vehicles would have been Not Nice 91. We made a joke in the group and we just say, if I drive that, and that was it. From just moving on from the Not Nice, came on the airport, he was like, weary, and that is it. The man gave me the keys and we go down the track. That 91 them days was actually the best. That was when we had the real gangster drags on a Sunday, and trust me, bro, bros, it was real nice. It was really nice. That had been one of the fastest cars I ever driving. To get a ride, boy. Unfortunately, I didn't get a lot of riding in them fast cars, bro. Or maybe I did, I just can't remember. But for real, that's what I'm thinking. If I had a chance, if I had a choice to have one prime blue boy or prime Snow White, now if you know me, you know the question, you know the answer to that already. Jay-Z all the way. So to choose between blue boy, like let's say a blue boy that is right up on top, like right, everything done, prime, as you say, prime blue boy or prime Snow White. Actually, Snow White is a comic, no, but we're talking about Snow White. So based on what the question says, I would choose a prime Snow White. Not to be biased or anything, it's just because I love Jay-Z. And I'm not running down Subaru or anything. I go to them Subaru people and things, but I just love a Jay-Z. So I would have chose the Jay-Z because I love the Jay-Z. I just love the platform, Dread. I just love, and big up Toyota. Yeah. What is my dream car? Actually, I have about like 5, I would say. Of course, we have the Toyota Supra, number 1. I've grown a good love for that car. From since, I would say, not even during Fast and the Furious, from Most Wanted. When you meet, I forget which back race this was the race I thought most for the Supra. When I got every time from Most Wanted Underground, once I got those games and you got the Supra, I used to finish the whole game with the Supra. I just really love the Supra. Supra is one of my dream cars. The Dodge Hellcat, the Demon, the Red Eye Demon, that's another one of my favorite. On the Nissan side, we have the R35 and the R34. These two are my favorite. And even though I say I'll choose a Jay-Z over a Subaru, one of my dream cars is a 2017 Subaru WRX STI. Big up Rahman. Yeah, Rahman have my dream car, the red one. If you watch the video, yeah, that's one of my dream cars too. Also, I just want to say, like, the videos I'm producing and the things that I'm doing, it's affording me to just reach out to persons and actually get to be. And like when I was doing the video with the R34, that's one of my dream cars. I just smiling like I should be the right truth. And that is why I say, I'm grateful for what this how far the page has reached out and so on. Somebody asked me when we go see the yellow Evo. I don't even know which yellow Evo we're talking about. I know Snow White have a yellow Evo. I don't know if it's that Evo. Is that message from partner side, link him and get some information, I think. I don't know. What got me into cars since I would say my father had a great role in getting me into cars because, well, he's a mechanic and that's what he does by profession. From since young, the brochures that we used to have with the cars and so on, but I used to always get that for me, bring it home. So sometimes I used to have a whole pile of brochures with different vehicles and so on, and like coasters. I remember the highest, the bus and thing. We have new buses now, but I have a brochure with the old school bus, the bus that we call the old schools. I have brochures with that, and I used to really take pride in my thing and then go through everything, read everything. And my father was a great inspiration, and from since then, it's my father that actually, I would say, that brought me into the car industry, into my fun likeness of cars, because I used to be seeing him, sometimes all the tools that he have, and to know what all these tools for, and get to know that that's mechanic tools. And sometimes I remember as we young, we jacking up ourselves on the on jack, just playing with the tools and so on. And from since then, I just knew that I had a great likeness, a great love for the automotive industry and all cars in general. And that's what I believe. My father that got me into cars. Who do you think will go in 9 seconds first, Fleming or Blue Boy? Surely that's a really tight one, in terms of, well, if this is my opinion, this is my humble opinion. I'm free to choose who I want and so on, and you're free to choose who you want to. My choice would be Blue Boy. Reason being, I remember, I think I could be wrong, don't quote me on it, I could be wrong, but I think I saw Fleming was saying that I think this would be last set of things with spending all that money to race and so on. You want to enjoy the car and so on, and racing's a lot of money and so on and thing. If I had to choose and say which one, I would say Blue Boy. Blue Boy shows a lot, from what I see when you watch Blue Boy, like when we have drags and so on. Fleming go come and do 3 pass. After the 3 pass, you will get easy 10 seconds and so on. Like maybe the first 2 might be testing the car, sorting out things and so on, and then you will start to get some passes later on in the night that would be immaculate, 10 low 10s. With Fleming now, Fleming is the one that, with Blue Boy will be the one that would be on the track from day to night, getting things, making sure things perfect. And if I were to choose, as I said, I would choose Blue Boy, just because maybe I would say it's not that he's more consistent, but he's more out there, getting more track time, I would say. I think. Remember, my opinion. What inspired me to create this page? I believe that page would be 473 Whips on Instagram. So, what inspired me was going through Instagram. That time Instagram, I think Instagram was like in 2012 or so. Going through Instagram and I see different car pages and so on, all over the world. And I think it was everything 1K. I don't remember which island. I think it was Barbados that had that page, and I was like, nah, let's do one for Grenada. That inspired me to create that page. That was since 2018. So in September of this year, the page would be 7 years. Yeah, 7 years old. Them time was proper time. Them time, as I said, it was an idea. When I decided to do that, it was me, Joshua, and I think Blacker. He was in school. At the time I was a teacher. I tell you, a lot of you guys don't know I was a teacher. At the time I was in the IT room, and we just decided, I said, but no, we could just make a page. And I made the page. From then, we just keep pushing, go through a lot. We have people that hate me. Big up Hurricane. We have people that hate me and all kind of thing, but that is what inspired me to create the page. Seeing other pages around the place and realize that Grenada didn't have one, so I said, let me do what we have to do. And right now we have like 1 million pages. Big up the 1 million pages. Our next question again was kind of similar. What inspired me to start this car page and how it feels to be the biggest platform in Grenada. I wouldn't say it have any specific feeling to it, because it's not something that was just like earned or just you just get that. Or say it's not just something that you just get overnight and so on. It's been a lot of hard work, a lot of things to have this page where it is now. So I wouldn't say it's like a feeling of just like being the biggest. Yes, you do feel accomplished because, as I said, we did a lot, go through a lot and so on. You get to feel accomplished, and social media, how it works. One day I could be the biggest and next day somebody else could just come and pass me. So it's not about being the biggest, but just being different and showcasing. Like before when I was the only one, I used to just post everything. Just take thing and just post, but like now it's more cultured. It's more big up culture. It's more cultured, it's more managed in a proper way to, you know, just be different. When people want to see something, like what makes them come to my page versus going to the million other pages that you have now, and that's basically the mindset that I want. So not just to be just the biggest, but to be one that would have people coming back. And yeah. Next question. I want to know when you're coming Trinidad, we shall make some content. And this one I just had a big up market, boys. This one is for you guys. So I'll be down there. We're looking at September for an official, like that's when I want to go down. That's when I'm planning to go down. But doesn't mean that is solid, but I'm gonna be going down that time in September. We could go before and so on, or we could just organize. Actually, I'm waiting on you guys to come and tell me about the date of the drift, the king of the hill. So once we get the date, because I say I want to do a lot of things when we go down Trinidad. I have a lot of people to meet. So once we get the date, then I will be coming down for that. I'm gonna make sure when the man came down here, the man drifting in over the hills, and I want to go into my hometown where we could see things and run behind car like Shupidi, have the drone up in the sky, following the car right through the whole mountain in the man hometown. That's what we want. So Riaz, link me, tell me the time, tell me when you guys gonna be when it's gonna be in the event, so we can organize and make sure that, you know, when you come down, we just event after event. Tell me, I think you told me that you're gonna bring me. He told me that you're gonna bring me different places and so on to see other cars and things, and that's what I want. I don't want to go down there and sleep. By the time I go home, it's just to transfer, take all data, and back out on the streets again. Oh, yeah, bro, September. That is when I'm planning to come down, but it could come before we go organize something. So hit me up. Who was the best looking Forester in greens presently? Boy, the Forester game, so I wanted the orange one. It was real clean and thing. But for me, if I had to choose one, my opinion, big up Akira too. That black Forester was real cool. I would say the best boy would be, in terms of looks, a long time I see it though, but I think it was Keep Up or Keep Fresh or something. So, but it's a white one with purple, white and purple. That one was a real clean one and so on. I remember when they had like a whole crew. But I have a nice black and red. Then there's a couple with music. There's a gray and a red. Forget the fella's name, you know. And then we have a next one again that was a blue. The blue look real sweet. You get a black and red rim with the blue. Yeah, these Foresters were all sweet. But if I had to just narrow down to one and just choose which one that I would say was the best looking, I would say Keep Up. Although it's been a long time. Actually, them Foresters and them back then, you used to see them a lot, but like no, I don't know. Probably put a drift car in my pocket to come down when I come from Trinidad. Just know I'm going to be to get the skill, I'm going to be to get the experience. So when I come down here, is a difference. But yeah, so that's basically it. When I go up there, I can put a drift car in my pocket, and I can pack a drift car in my suitcase. But the experience that I'll gain up there, that I want to gain, I will try my best, you know, to make sure that that experience I don't come down here and lose it. Check. One of my dreams too is not to have a drag. I'm not much of a fan of the drag car, but a nice car that I could, you know, do some nice donuts, drifting as we see. I won't say that I'm a big fan of the drifting, but it caught my attention. Every time a little come down, it's just something different, and you don't need like the amount of money you're spending for a drift car, you know. They just have like there's a little bit compared to how much you're doing for a drag. Because when you're doing drags, like it's like everything had to be tip top, and to go from a 10 seconds car to a 9 seconds car is a lot of money. But to do a to drift, you just build a bad engine, not even much power, 300 horsepower, easy thing. A little 12 pound boost, maybe 15, and you're good to go. Solid red real drive car, and you're good to go. So I want a drift car, I think. I want to build a nice car. Yeah, I think that was one of my plans too, you know. And we just answered 12 questions, you know, 12 questions. So it's not something that I ever thought I would be doing, a question and answer. But it just crossed my mind and I said, you know what, let me just do Q&A. Big up everybody who took the time to, you know, input the questions when I placed it on Instagram. So if you make it this far in the video, thank you so much. And as I said, if you make it this far, just subscribe. Comment questions that you want me to answer. And I guess based on the comments that we have, based on how much comments we have and so on for the questions, then we could do our next part. And so enjoy later.